All right, so I've already done the walk around of the all-new 2024 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD High Country and High Country Midnight Edition, but today I got a chance to interview somebody from Chevrolet. Yes, Mike MacPhee, and he's going to answer some of the questions I and maybe you have in regards to the new 2500 truck. So with that, let's get going. All right, so here I am, and I'm here with Mike from Chevrolet, and he is going to answer a few questions I have in regards to the all-new 2024 Chevrolet Silverado HD trucks. We've got two of them here, the Midnight Edition High Country, and of course, the regular edition High Country. But here's Mike, and let him introduce himself to you.
Hi, General Motors Jeff. I am Mike MacPhee. I am the Director of Chevy Trucks.
Oh, and did I mention he's also Canadian like me? I just had that in there. Okay, now let's go to the question. All right, so I've done a walk around on this truck for my audience, but a couple of questions I wanted to ask you. Some of the things you know that my audience has been asking. First and foremost, I know one of the main questions is why, and there's no complaints with this. I think people are really loving the fact that we stuck with the column shifter, but why is that we stuck with the column shifter, no ability for the console shifter in the new HD trucks?
Big reason here is talking to our HD truck buyers. So we've got the ETRS system in the light duty. On the HD side, for a lot of the vocations, especially plowing, they love the ability to go back drive, reverse, black to drive, and it's what they're used to. And that was the big request, is they wanted to feel that physical, tactical handle for that HD buyer. So that's just really from feedback from our HD owners telling us that's what they like and that's what they wanted us to keep.
Yeah, and like I said, there's no complaints here, or from a lot of what my audience says. At least, again, in this work truck platform, I think it works, or this HD platform, I think it's what works the best. Now, speaking of working and this being the HD platform, I'm sure you've had this question, or you know that it might be coming, but one of the questions that I've been getting asked after kind of showing the intro video on this truck is, the horsepower, the people going after the horsepower, and why did we not beat some of the competition? Why are we not going for the highest horsepower or highest torque numbers? I mean, I think I know, some of the reason why, but can you explain to me and my audience as to why is that not something that you were, trying to achieve? It's not the bravado thing when we're trying to, achieve something differently, right?
Yeah, more important for us was the ability to trailer better than ever before by using the active power down low. So when you do a turbocharger, you can try to make max numbers with it, or you can try to generate real usable, real life power. That's where we put our focus. So consider that we still have great horsepower and torque numbers, big increases, 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque. To your point, our customers weren't saying, we're looking for a crazy high number. We're looking for usable power that we can put to the ground to trailer our loads. So what we've done here, 25% more torque down low, and that's important for us. And that's important for us just because that's what's going to feel to the customer when they're getting near the boat ramp, when they're getting their big load going. So that was big. And the second part of that is how we torque manage it. So we're putting all the power down all the time, and that's really enabled through the Allison 10-speed transmission. So our customers are going to have a great driving experience, and they're going to notice the difference, but they're really going to notice it in a usable rev band.
And speaking of, I didn't actually tell you I was going to maybe ask this question, but speaking of the 10-speed Allison transmission, obviously you now incorporated that in the 6.6 liter gas engine. Yep. Was that just because you had a lot of people asking for it? What was the reasoning behind doing that?
The Allison transmission has so much weight with our heavy-duty buyers, and without doubt our gas customers are saying, I love that Allison transmission. They've seen the drivability, they've been behind the wheel. Let's add that to the gas. So gas or diesel, you're going to get the Allison 10-speed. That's going to give you smaller steps between gears. Allows two things. Number one, when you're getting going, you've got more gear ratios to pull on, so it'll pull harder. And two, which people don't always think about, is the control on D-cells. So you've got better access to engine braking and grade logic there.
And you've also bumped up from, I think, 24,000 to 26,000.
So we've got more towing, especially with our new max trailering package, which is great. And what we've seen there is a little bit of customers looking for a bit more max tow, and we've been able to do that with the NHT package on the gas to enable that a little bit more trailering.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk to you about that gas thing, and that's part of the reason why I asked that question is because, I think it gets so overlooked. Everybody's talking about the Duramax, everybody's talking about the diesel, and yeah, obviously it's fantastic and it's amazing, it does what it does, but I think that a lot of people got to give that gas engine a chance, because I had the opportunity to, while I was working at the dealership, and was a very impressive motor. And now with the 10-speed, I think it's just going to be, that much more impressive than it was in the past.
It's going to surprise a lot of people with the drivability that it has. The gas engine just feels a lot more lively now with the 10-speed. So I think we're going to get a lot of interest on it. Without doubt, a lot of our customers are looking for the diesel. That being said, gas is a really great option for a lot of our owners, especially with the Allison Transmission.
Absolutely, I agree. All right, so I want you to just kind of tell me a couple of things that you're excited about, that you love, and you've already talked about it, but what are some of the things that got you really excited about this new refresh in the Silverado?
So a few things. What I'm going to pivot to over here is our High Country. It's the first time we've done the Midnight Edition. I love this look. So you get the great new bold fascia, you get the black chrome grille, black chrome accents, black chrome badging, and of course, for the first time, a 22-inch black high gloss wheel. It looks incredible. I absolutely am in love with the appearance of this truck. That being said, the inside is truly a step above here. So when you look at all the advancements we've made with light duty, the best of that right now in the HD 13.4-inch screen makes a world of difference, but consider Google built in, all the great features we saw in light duty, you're going to get that in the platform. And of course, we've got some advancements on the trailering side, things like the transparent trailer, now for fifth wheel and gooseneck, so no longer just a box trailer. So that's going to be a big enhancement that I particularly love.
Yeah, and I think there's a good safety feature that's being added on for a lot of my friends who don't know how to load up properly or load it too much. Is there not a safety feature that we've got for that as well?
There is. So there's a few safety things that we've got, including lots of standard features, but our gross combined weight alert. So if you've got a truck that you've loaded up to the gills, as they say, plus a ton of weight in the trailer behind you, that's going to let you know if you're overweight. Again, it's making sure safety is paramount in everything we do.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you, Jeff.